I couldn't date interracially, and there's a number of reasons. One, I want my children to look like me, and the biggest thing about me is my skin color. That's my biggest organ. The first thing you're going to see when you see me.
My biggest organ
is and I think we are already lacking in so much of our knowledge of self.
Yeah.
Now, if I choose a partner who has no idea, I've taken away from the opportunity of further. But actually now, I become somebody. So take, for example, I've got 50% of my cultural knowledge and understanding, and I marry somebody who's British, and he has zero. All we have to offer our children is 50%. And also part of that 50%, I have to pour into you to teach you on a daily basis how to be and how to connect and how we will raise and how we will understand. And that's actually who suffers for me, is our children then get lesser than their power. And then the other side is I'm going home. And if I go home, I can't spend every day explaining every single thing at home to you. Your grandma might throw away one comment, and I don't know how to be rude to people's grandparent. So, so your grandma is 70, 80, 90. I could walk in and she make a comment that ignorance.
I definitely think there is something in it, because I've observed the disrespect that happens in certain cultures.
And what would others. I do? Because my culture...
We've promoted in this country disrespect. Like your kids can disrespect you as a parent, and you can't even discipline them because of these rules. Because obviously they're not your kids, isn't it? They're the government's rules. And so cultures, you ain't getting that in African cultures, mate. You ain't disrespecting.
And I think what we said about family is very big for me, for us, for my country, my people, everything. And so right now, my nephew probably spends 50% of his time with my mum. And I know, I spend 20% of his week with me. Your parents are going to be so families marry. That's what we believe. So what is your family? Who are your family? What is their culture? What is their understanding? What are their moral compasses? Are our moral compasses going to be the same? No, they're not. Are our principles going to be the same? Because if we're sitting there and you're going to tell me that what's happening in Gaza should be happening and what's happening in Congo is let's mind our business, it is my business. And if it's not your business, we can't be married. Does that? And it's not going to be your business.
And I was going to say that I find it insulting a little bit that this is even something we have to discuss, because overtly and in your face, every other culture, like we've had this conversation so many times, but like Asian culture, even in Asian culture, Bengali stick with Bengali, Pakistani sticks with Pakistani, and all of these things, even though really they're one as well, but they've just been split up by the British and taught to fight each other, and then you got Sri Lankan and stuff. But again, they don't apologise for sticking to their culture. But why is it when black people want to do it, there's like a real uncomfortability?
Because we're expected to conform. We're expected to be the ones who compromise and conform and do all the things that nobody else wants to do. And when we don't, we're the difficult people.